everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review, and this is for the third installment of a series that I had went back to reviewing yesterday with its first sequel to that movie, and this, of course, is for none other than the Hatchet films. You already know, back in October, I reviewed Hatchet 1, and then yesterday I reviewed Hatchet 2, and now I'm reviewing the third and what was supposed to be the final installment, and should have been the final installment anyways, and you'll know why in the next movie when I review the fourth movie. And that is, of course, Hatchet 3 from 2013. So, okay, hold on a second, guys. What is this movie about? Well, I'm going to read this from the DVD description. In the epic third installment of Adam Green's modern slasher franchise, the vengeful Mary Beth, once again played by Danielle Harris, teams up with a local policeman, Zach Galligan from Gremlins, and his ex-wife, who's played by Caroline Williams from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, to uncover the secret of killing the seemingly invincible maniac Victor Crowley, once again played by Kane Hodder. Once and for all, when the trio races to find a way to stop the monster's murderous rampage, a heavily armed team of mercenaries takes to the bayou surrounding Crowley's home and goes head to severed head with the lunatic in an all-out bloodbath that raises both the bar and the body count of the previous two Hatchet films put together. Featuring a cast of beloved horror icons and jaw-dropping stunts and gore effects, Hatchet 3 is an action-packed and explosive conclusion, and at the time was, to the blood-soaked saga of Louisiana's most fearsome killer. So yeah, this movie is technically the same as the previous two parts, slasher movie out of the good old days. If you have seen either or both of the previous two Hatchet movies, then you know exactly what you are in for here and what you will get. But unlike that, it kind of raises up the intensity of this one, which I did like. The first one, it was these tourists. Second one, it was gator hunters. This one, it's the full-on SWAT, cops, literally the whole law, thrown into Crowley's rampage. Which I did like. It was a good change of tone, and this movie even goes a little more serious. Like, you think Hatchet 2 was like gory and graphic, this one just raises up the graphic ante even further, which I really liked. And it's one of the few good modern horror films to come after 2012. Now, but despite being saying that, is it as good as the first two? Well, no. First two are better, but this is still a decent watch. I mean, if you enjoy these slasher movies where you just disconnect your brain and ride along the murder ride, then you'll definitely enjoy this movie for what it is, being exactly that. Because, guys, this is from Adam Green. His films are not supposed to be masterpieces. They're just meant to be fun, campy, turn-off-your-brain parody horror films. And this is exactly what this still is. I mean, despite still having some comedy in there, it actually goes a little more serious unlike the first two, which I did like. They tried to be a little more serious with this one, since this was supposed to be the final installment. However, enjoy being challenged and want something to think about, then this one's definitely not the best to watch. And much like the last installment picked up where the first one left off, this one picked up where part 2 left off. Since it's kind of a series tradition with the original trilogy, kind of like with Friday the 13th Part 2, 3, and 4, where they all took place after each other, each movie, this was a little nice. It's actually a little nice. It's kind of like a tribute and a parody of that series at times. Essentially, the storyline is also straightforward, predictable at times, but enjoyable enough for this particular genre of movie. Straight off from the Let's Make a Slasher Movie handbook, and yeah. Yeah, Kane Hodder, once again, still loves his portrayal of Victor Crowley, who's also known for his portrayal of Jason Voorhees in a few Friday the 13th movies. He's basically started off another slasher legend there, but it's definitely not the same level of Jason, that's for sure, but as there are two different characters, but there's something a little more dreadful and sinister about Jason Voorhees, but it's cool that Kane Hodder's once again returned for the role of Victor Crowley because he was born for the role. No one else can play the role better than him. Well, so yeah, once again, it is the weakest of the original trilogy, but I still enjoyed the film for what it was. There's still a fair amount of gore, blood, and gore to the movie to satisfy gorehounds out there. It's still, once again, better gore than Craptivity. All three of the original trilogy have way better gore than Craptivity, or even just any other bad horror film I can think of. Oh yeah, and there we also get a good cameo from late actor Sid Haig from House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, who plays Captain Spaulding in those films, and actually appears this movie as well. And his presence is actually enjoyable. There's even kind of a reference for Captain Spaulding's love for fried chicken in it, which was definitely in like one quote in this one scene he's in. Because he is in the film, guys, but he is only in one scene, so if you're expecting a full role from late actor Sid Haig in this movie, you're probably not going to get that. And heads. So yeah, I think my other downfalls are that the film feels kind of too short. The ending definitely feels a little rushed. I mean, while it's a good way to end the series, like how they end the movie feels kind of too abrupt, and the characters aren't really all that memorable, and like then again, all three of the movies don't have memorable characters. So, and protagonist Mary Beth kind of spends most of the movie in jail, so she doesn't really have much use for this movie. If like she were killed off in the beginning, the film would still roll out the same, and nothing. It wouldn't really change a thing. But despite those flaws, I still think it's a decent end to the series. I think it's the true only end to the series to me. Especially compared to the next movie. Oh god. You just wait until I get to the next one. I'm gonna go very ugly on that one. But yeah, pretty much sums up my review for Hatchet 3, and here's how I would rank it. I am going to give Hatchet 3 a 6 out of 10. Now that pretty much sums up my review for Hatchet 3. Definitely have a blast getting to finish this series. Well, I wish this were the last one in the series anyways, but now if you are wanting to watch this trilogy but can't find them in DVD stores, well, it makes sense. They're impossible to basically find anywhere. They're on YouTube. They're on YouTube for free if you're willing to watch them. If you really do want to watch them, you can watch them there, or if you really do want to own them, I think you can order them off Amazon. Because they're definitely on Amazon, but yeah. Those are your sources if you feel like watching these three films. And my advice, guys, only watch the original trilogy. Avoid For Like a Plague. That one sucks. I am going to be reviewing 4 as well, but yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for this review. Thank you all for watching. If you like this and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.